What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Dat Talk Podcast. I go by the name of Big, and I got my co-host with me.
Man, I'm about this business this week. Man, the Chiefs coming to town.
Wee.
I feel like they owe us, but we ain't running from them.
What you mean they owe y'all? You mean okay?
They owe us. Like, they want their get back.
Oh,
they feel they looking for anything to be motivated. Oh, they were parading around our facility in they bus. Man, shut up.
They coming for vengeance, bro. In Las Vegas, Sin City.
All right, listen. You know how things go. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we'll see.
Whoop y'all butt and then leave Vegas and be like, ha ha. Guess what happened in Las Vegas last week against the Chiefs? Should be a good game, man.
We'll see.
Should be a good game, man. But we got some dope news to talk about, man. First, let's talk about Drew Brees going down. How big of an impact is that going to hurt the New Orleans Saints, man?
It could hurt, but you got to think about it. He went down last year, and Teddy B led them to a 5-0 record without him.
But they ain't got Teddy B, though.
Yeah, but Jameis is not bad.
I never said he was bad. He was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when we're looking at it, they don't have to play the Buccaneers again. They got the Falcons this week, which is not a layup. So that's it's a rivalry game.
Yes, sir. We ready.
Yeah. All right.
And they coming to our city too.
Yeah. So to me, I will know more about the Saints after this week. I'll be able to really tell whether we should be in panic mode or they are right to ship.
Well, hey, hold on. Don't disrespect us. We on a 4-1 win streak, right? We're 4-1 in the last. No, because you're talking about the panic mode. Just because they lose to us?
No.
Right. We are not a bad team.
Oh my God. Can I finish my statement?
All right, finish, man.
Man, panic mode as in it's still about how you lose and how you win. It can still be panic mode in a win because they don't win the right way. Maybe Jameis is turning the ball over, and then or how y'all be in the fourth quarter at a time. Maybe they do something to that effect to where you like, okay, they should worry going forward, win or lose. Just watching the game just kind of puts you in like, is it should they be comfortable? Can Jameis right this ship knowing that Tampa Bay is still sitting right there? It ain't like Tampa Bay going nowhere.
Right.
So I'm just looking at like this week will let me know whether they okay. Because y'all can win and it could be a nip and tuck game and they played well. Y'all just had a better game. Or y'all can lose and it can go the same way. So I just want to see how they play this week with Jameis. See how if he's Mr. Turnover like he was last year, or because he's under Sean Payton and been around Drew Brees, is he a little different? And that'll let me know what the status is of the Saints.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how my boy Winston. This is Winston. Could he resurrect his career, or he can be a permanent backup? This is big right here for Winston. You don't get these chances often, and so this is an opportunity for him to really show the world that he can still play quarterback, which he already did, but it just the situation where he was in, it kind of ran his course. He had a amazing year, but a horrible year at the same time. He threw so many dang picks. He led the league in interceptions, but he also led the league in the most yards. So he was a gunslinger at the most, or whatever the case may be. So I think that if he can minimize on the turnovers, that could have been a MVP career or an MVP season, I should say, for him last season. So he still can play, and he's in a good situation right now with a good team with some weapons. He got Thomas, he got Sanders, he got Kamar, he got weapons. He got a lot of people he can throw the ball to. So we'll see. But I just don't want him to have a good game against us. No disrespect to the brothers. I love my black quarterbacks, but when you playing against my Rise Up ATL boys, I don't want you to win. I want you to have your worst day ever. I don't care. And I want us to be the reason for you having your worst day ever. That's just me being honest. But moving right along, man, Lamar Jackson goes in Foxborough, raining city, Everybody said Cam Newton was through, and I love his motto. It ain't pretty, but a win's a win. And Cam Newton is 2-2 coming back, 2 straight games right there, man. And Lamar Jack, the issue again, passing. I give it was raining. It's hard to throw the ball when it's raining. No, it was pouring down. I mean, you would have thought it was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, rain. You saying raining like, that's what happened out here the other day. That was something different.
Yeah, that was Jesus. that was Jesus. He was getting a whole lot out, brother. He was bro, whoever Jesus was talking to up there, boy, had it going crazy up in the Foxborough, man. So what does it say for Boston? Well, not Boston, but what does it say for Baltimore, and what does it say for New England?
It says Baltimore got beat up. They got listen, the same way the Titans did them boys, same way New England did them boys. Baltimore is getting beat up. How do you spend so much money in bringing in Derek Wolfe, Calais Campbell, trade for Yannick Ngakoue, drafted Patrick Queen? You did all this, and teams are still just running through you like you some chick on Belmont out here. And that's how they're getting treated right now. And then on top of that, they run game ain't like, the same. Because teams know they ain't gonna pass the ball. So what we gotta worry about the passing it for? So we're gonna put 8, 9 in the box, play a solid gap control scheme.
Yep.
And make them have to grind. And then put them in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, and then make Lamar Jackson be a real pure pocket quarterback. Which to me, it's not working out for them right now.
It's not working out. I think the greatest equalizer to speed is weather. And so with that rain, they limited his strongest asset, which is running the ball. When you running the ball and it's wet out there, them cuts ain't the same. And when it's pouring down, raining, oh man. I remember the game I played when it was raining, and everybody said that this dude knocked the spirit out of me because he hit me so damn hard. I ain't gonna hold you. I ran up the middle, did a juke cut, and I slipped, and then he was going full speed. I had no momentum. That boy hit me, so my momentum said, boop, flipped me like this, and I traveled in the mud just 5 yards back. Everybody in the stands, it was one of those hits where everybody like, ooh. I still played, but my team, they were scared after that because nobody ever saw me get hit like that on my squad. And so seeing that, it was the greatest equalizer. It was rain, it was muddy. So when you got somebody like Lamar Jackson who can throw the ball, but he still got to work on his throwing ability, and his strongest asset is running the football, and you take away that with rain, oh man, you those cuts ain't the same. And I think that worked in New England favor. I think it could have been a different game if he was able to get loose. But he wasn't. And it showed another, they don't have a deep threat.
They do.
No, they got somebody that can run fast, but they don't got nobody that can go get it. I mean, like, you got to be wide open. I mean, somebody that can go get it. He threw some deep balls and they got picked. They were so covered, like, you fast, but you're not creating no space because of your size. That's one thing when it comes to speed. If you got to learn, you got to know how to utilize it, number one, and put it in better situations. But they have nobody that can go one-on-one and go get it and beat somebody fade off fade. And we saw that on Sunday.
But I feel like that comes into, if they know you can pass and they know you're going to pass and they put you in passing situations, then I'm going to always stay over the top to eliminate the speed. If we know that it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, then I ain't got to worry about you because they're only using Marquise Brown to take the top off the defense. And then they trying to find other people underneath. And it's like, well, we know you're going to run 2 routes, a go, a post, and maybe a corner or something.
Right.
So we're going to sit on all that.
Yeah.
If they utilize him more and find more different ways to get him the ball, it's the same thing like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill don't just catch deep passes. He catching slants, he catching over routes, jet sweeps. They utilizing him to where now you don't know what route he gonna run when he line up.
But Tyreek Hill's getting off the ball though.
I understand, but I'm saying that's a part of the development of the game plan. The Ravens are so fixated on we gonna run the ball and we're gonna be the best run team,
right?
That to me, they don't work on nothing else. So when it comes time to do other stuff, it's like, man, y'all go out there and play football. Meanwhile, it's other teams who are more balanced, a balanced passing attack, a balanced run attack, and you utilizing your weapons better and you setting your weapons up to where they have a chance to be successful. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what they lacking. They have no setup. It's we're gonna run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. If we can't run the ball, then we're gonna play action. We're looking for Andrews over the middle of the field. If he ain't open, then it's like, all right, who else is open? That's not good offense.
It's not. But what does that say about Cam Newton? 2 big wins. Well, the Jets was too close to call, but beating Baltimore was a good big win.
I mean, they're not out of the woods yet.
They're not.
Because they can turn around and lose to the Texans this week. And the Texans is not a good team currently, but I mean, look at the games the Patriots have lost and how they've lost games. So their strength has been like what? They've really kept the ball out of Cam Newton's hands, passing it. They've been running the hell out the ball.
But that's the thing, though. That's Patriot. A lot of people don't realize that that's the Patriots' way, running the football. Even with Tom Brady, he'd go and throw that thing and slang it, but that was their core, running the football, establish the run game, then work the play action.
Yeah, and that's what they doing. So they're able to stay in third and favorable situations. Because they're able to stay in third and favorable situations, now you got the double outlet of am I going to run the ball with my running back, or we're going to do some little power play with Cam.
Right.
You feel me? Jacoby Myers is emerging as a number one for Cam. I wouldn't say like a number one wide receiver overall, but he's emerging as a number one for Cam.
Right.
And they're finding ways to win games. Like you said, he said it. It's not pretty, but it's a W. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about. Wins and losses.
A win is a win. But speaking of wins, what about the Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills, man? I'm mad at Buffalo for playing the most dumbest coverage you can play. They was up by a touchdown, correct?
It was up 5.
They was up by 5. The only thing can beat you is 7 points, and y'all got 8 or 9 seconds on the clock. And you let somebody beat you. What are y'all, first and foremost, what defense are y'all running? Why? How?
It was 3. You got to think about this. It was 3 people there.
That's not enough in a prevent defense. Reasons? That means the whole secondary should have been back there. Linebackers should have been back there.
But they spaced them out. That's what they did. They spaced them out. So they didn't allow them.
No, that's all cap. Look, when that ball's in the air, you know it's only one way he's going to throw the ball, especially if he's running to his left. And they let that play ride. That was the most dumbest. That's almost up there with us. Even though I want to give my man Hopkins big ups for the catch. But you know they're doing a jump ball. Why you got all these short people out there?
Who do they have on their team that's tall?
Put a receiver out there.
He ain't no taller than the DBs.
All you trying to do is bat the ball down.
They tried. He snatched it.
They tried to intercept the ball instead of just batting the ball. You see that? He took the ball out of somebody's hands. If you're trying to bat the ball down, reasons, you're doing this. You're not doing this. You don't have an open hand because if I'm batting the ball down, the ball is going to hit like that. It's going to be like that. He tried to catch it. He tried to intercept it like a dummy.
If you look at the play, it could have been a disaster anyway because Andy Isabella was right underneath them to where if it got batted, it would have fell in his hand because there was not a bill around Andy Isabella. If you go look at the play, it's like the ball's in the air, it's traveling. Andy Isabella starts tracking it,
Mhm.
And if it gets like if like if it's a solid spike, maybe not. But if it's not a solid spike, it could have landed right in Andy Isabella's hands, and he'd have just landed in the end zone too.
I
So
understand.
they was in a lose-lose situation.
No, they put themselves in a lose-lose situation. You down by 7. You up by 5. They only got to score a touchdown. You should be rushing 3 guys.
I disagree with that. In my humble opinion,
They didn't have no more timeouts.
that's what I'm saying. But in my opinion, why rush 3? You send 5 to 6, so they don't have enough time to run down there. They sent 3 with a spy. He gets around the guy and then beats the spy. That's giving them the good chance to get down there. You send more, so then he don't have enough time. All he has to do is he has enough time just to catch and throw, and then hope the ball makes it 60 some odd yards. Me personally, I'm sending the house. Not the full house, but I'm at least sending 5 to 6. I'm sending at least 6.
I wouldn't have sent 6 because if they couldn't get it done with all those players, right? With the 3 they had, I like I said, I send the whole caveat. Y'all all go back there. Hey, if they catch it on damn near 9 people, 8 people, y'all don't deserve to be on that football field. I can understand somebody getting caught on 3 people, 3 short people. Hopkins stole that ball from that man. He took that ball from that man, and I got to give him credit for that. That was probably going to be I don't know. We got some good catches, but that may be catch of the year. I'm not even going to hold you or cap or whatever the case may be. Shout out to Arizona. Thank you for making my record bad again. I had a good chance. First, it started with Tennessee. We'll get into that later. But on to the next news or whatever the case may be. How about these Minnesota Vikings? I told you the Bears are trash. The Bears are trash. And then, folks, I get healthy, but he probably hurt again. I don't know how long he hurt, but it didn't look good.
It's only a hip pointer. He'll be all right. Little hip pointer.
But the way he was crying, it felt like it was more than that.
Yeah, but I mean, the reports came out only a little hip pointer. They're on the bye this week, so he'll have a chance to.
Trubisky about to be the quarterback. It's coming.
I think Trubisky was hurt because he didn't even finish the game. They finished the game with Tyler Bray.
Oh, he got hurt.
He must have got hurt that day, but no, he didn't even come in. They brought in Tyler Bray. So I don't know or Trubisky didn't even suit up. So I don't know what's going on out there at
I have no idea. But I can tell the Bears don't look happy on offense, and the defense is fed up. They got a solid defense and a horrible offense, man. They should have a better record. But let's talk about Minnesota, man. They get their horse back. And since they got their horse back, that boy been running like a golden mine, man. My man Cook and Cousins, and the connection is going really, really good. The rookie receiver, Jefferson, has been balling this year, and he's been under the radar, and a lot of people ain't been talking about this dude. Put some respect on his name. He was balling in LSU, and he's balling in Minnesota. Put some respect on his name. Minnesota is in the running. They beat Green Bay already.
And Green Bay now, Minnesota's sitting at 3-1 in their division.
Right.
They got a real favorable schedule coming up. They get the Cowboys this week. So in my head, that should be another W.
Yeah.
That'll push them to 5-5.
Mm-hmm.
And they sitting right there.
Right there.
And when you look at the NFC landscape,
facts.
The NFC West gonna continue to beat each other up. So it ain't gonna be like So it ain't gonna be like somebody walking out of there 12-4 or 11-5. Somebody may finish 10-6 over there.
Right.
The Saints now without Drew Brees. We don't know how that's going to turn out. The Buccaneers, as long as they can stay healthy, they're pretty right there ship. You right there with the Packers, and then no one cares about the NFC East. So they right there. It's just can they continue to win games? They 4-5 now. They have to legitimately go to finish the season. They only can lose probably one more game. 1 or 2 more. 1 to be safe.
Right.
They lose 2 and be 9-7, it can get a little dicey. But if they can finish 10-6,
that's a good record.
They got a shot.
Because everybody was counting them out. But I want to give Minnesota some credit. They back on that winning streak. All it takes is a few wins to get in that winning mindset. And then once you get it going, you can get hot. And if you get hot at the right time, you can put on some wins, man. Speaking of some wins, Pittsburgh. Who's gonna be Pittsburgh? Because right now, they looking really, really good. Who's going to be the first team to beat Pittsburgh, man? Who got the chances of beating Pittsburgh? When you're looking at their record right now, who has the best chance to beat Pittsburgh Steelers right now? Because right now, it's looking real scarce.
Yeah, like this. Unless they rest players, right, at the end, the only team I see beating them that has a chance will be Baltimore next Thursday night. That's it. They beat Baltimore next Thursday night, they're going to finish the season undefeated. Unless.
Don't they play Indy, though? Have they played Indy already?
I don't think they have.
Indy defense is, you know what? I didn't realize Indiana who has the damn near number 2 or number 1 defense in the league. I didn't realize that.
They got the Jags this week, the Ravens the following week.
Yeah.
Then they get the Bills in Buffalo. That could be a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Then they got the Bengals.
They should beat them.
Then they got the Colts.
That's gonna be a tough one. I think it's either Baltimore, Bills, Colts, and who else?
And then their last game of the season is the Browns.
The Browns, I don't.
Cleveland. They play the Browns in Cleveland.
They could. Anything is possible, but I think the team that got the best chance is the Colts, the Bills, and the Ravens in Baltimore. That game was close, so I think Baltimore. This is Lamar Jackson got to show that he can beat a team with a proven record, man. I know he beat the Colts, and I give him that win even more because that defense is crazy, and we saw it because they beat the brakes out of Tennessee, and they ran the ball like it was no other. So the Colts can definitely put a threat onto the Steelers. I don't know, man. They looking really, really good, man. They looking really, really good. Without Tom Brady in the AFC now, they looking like the team to beat, and then the Kansas City Chiefs looking like the team to beat. Y'all, I say y'all could be a contender, but I still feel like y'all missing some pieces on the defensive end. Y'all defense is not as strong to y'all beating on the teams y'all supposed to beat on, but I feel like y'all issue is gonna be on the defensive end. I think that's where y'all gonna end up hurting. Y'all gonna probably have to outscore somebody when it gets to the playoffs because the defense is probably where y'all gonna get exploited. That's in my opinion.
No, I mean, to me, that's been my only concern is our defense and the win. I know this week we brought in a former Falcon, Mr. Vic Beasley, brought him in to see what he was about. So that can help on the D line, maybe coming to us can help revitalize his career. Cause he had a hot year with y'all one year. I think he almost led the league in sacks and did something. He was balling.
He did led the league in sacks, and then it was a Super Bowl run, and then he didn't show nothing else after that. He was down with spiral. But I wish him the best. I do wish him the best, man.
So yes, I'm saying. So when I look at us, it is our defense that gives me cause for concern. I told my homeboy recently, like as a Raider fan, as a true Raider fan, I'm week to week with them. I'm week to week because we were 6-4 around this time last year, and then just lost it. And so I'm not about to sit here and let my hopes get high until I know that we didn't clinch something. I'm a cheer for my team every week. I believe we should win. We should win out. Some few tough games in there that can go either way, but I mean, as a fan, I'm gonna believe that we can win out.
It's a big game, though.
Yeah, and we can't show up this week and get ran through, kind of how like Tampa Bay did us. Mm-hmm. We got to show up this week and compete, and that's what it's gonna be. Oh wow! And that's what it's gonna be. Just some breaking news came through.
What happened?
The Warriors are looking to trade for Kelly Oubre.
Oh, okay. It's not bad because Clay out. We'll talk about that. the following week after
Yeah.
the free agent or whatever it may be.
But yeah, man, like I said, with us, the defense just has to become better. And if the defense, last week, the defense forced 5 turnovers. Granted, it was against Denver, but forcing 5 turnovers. And those kind of that's what we've been lacking. We were last in turnovers. We're last in sacks. So our offense is usually just like offense go do it for us.
Right.
We got to create turnovers, create better situations to where our offense can thrive and we can play ball control and do what we do. But we'll see, man. I know the Chiefs going to be a lot better and have a better game plan.
This is a division right here. This is battle with a division right here.
It's big, man. Because right now we undefeated in the division.
It's the big game.
We control the division currently right now. But we'll see how everything shakes up.
Yeah, because what are y'all? The Chiefs are only lost is y'all.
So they are 2-1 in the division, and we 3-0.
Oh yeah, they coming.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, but I think Pat Mahomes gonna be in a different bag play y'all in Vegas. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be playing for the division. When the game's on the line, that man is prime time. So y'all gonna have a tough task in your hands, man. But last but not least, man, we talked about it last week, and then we're gonna get into these picks for next week, man. What's up with Seattle, man? Seattle defense is just atrocious. You made Aaron Goff look like he was just the star of the stars. I never seen them be so fluid. And then you get Woods ran that man over so bad, it's like they stole his manhood.
That's a grown man nominee.
That's a grown man nominee in the Rams defense. Their defense is solid. And their offense is it's like if y'all had the Rams defense, the Raiders would be the total package. It'd be crazy. But Seahawks are not the total. Russell had another off day, more interceptions. His offensive line, I feel like it's just is dropping like flies. They're not protecting this man. And the defense can't cover nobody. And I thought they was going to be better. They got my man Anderson from the Jets. I thought they was going to be a bigger threat. And they're giving up the most yards every freaking week. What's going on with Seattle, man?
They got to figure it out, man. They don't have a pass rush. You got to think about it. When they had the Legion of Boom, they had the Frank Clarks. And they had guys up front, Bennett. They had guys up front creating havoc to where they can run that cover 3 to the best of their ability.
Right.
It's hard to find areas in the zone when we know our front four is creating pressure that's going to make you get the ball out. That's why Sherman and Chancellor and Earl Thomas and when they had Brandon Browser, they can sit on routes because they know the ball was coming out real fast. Kind of like how the Niners were last year. Yeah. That front four creates pressure. It's easy to play zone. But when that front four ain't getting no pressure, that zone defense be looking like Swiss cheese.
Because they're army cheese.
Because there are holes in the zone defense. You have to get pressure in order to eliminate some of them holes. You ain't getting no pressure, man. We running all kinds of routes that sit in little pockets of the zone. We're going to be able to exploit it. And then you start getting desperate. You start running man coverages to blitz. Then your corners really can't cover because they such zone corners. And we talking why they keep getting beat. And then I heard it today watching ESPN, and to me it's a fair point. Russell Wilson, to me, is overcompensating. He's trying too hard because he know his defense is trash.
Yeah.
And you know how it is when you trying to overcompensate, whether it's you came off an injury or something. Something bad usually happens when you're trying to do too much.
Right.
And that's what it is. They was getting bailed out early on in the year because they should have lost to Minnesota. They damn near should have lost to
Miami too.
The Patriots. They damn near should have lost to the Cowboys. So it ain't like their defense been playing well. Rush just had heroics in his back pocket. And now they're getting down to where he can't even be heroic. And you see what Seattle looks like.
Yeah, it's looking real bad, man. They better get it together. But we get into these picks, man. The Tennessee Titans let me down. The coach went in there and whooped them crazy. And then the only team that won, it was a team I knew they was gonna win, was the Giants. I felt like they should have beat them the first time. And then the Bills had that game. The Bills had the game in their hands, and it let that man Hopkins steal my win away. That's tough. That's tough. We should have been 2-2, but that's how it goes. It's how the cookie crumbles. So we're 1-3 now. The lead is getting real smaller now, but we're gonna turn it up. 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 We're gonna turn. You know what? I was off my game because I was worried about these new consoles. Now I'm in my bag now. So who we got this week for the picks, man? Who we got this week?
So we got, it's a big game
Today, bro.
Big game. A playoff rematch. It's a morning game. Titans Ravens. Two teams that came off two tough L's.
Mm-hmm.
Next game we got Colts Packers. That's a woof.
These some tough ones, right? Yeah, I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah. Then we got Raiders Chiefs if they keep that game Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Monday night game, Rams Bucks.
That's tough. I don't know if they're gonna keep that one. I don't know, but let's go. Who go first? You go first, right? So you got your team, right? Because they play on Sunday.
Yeah, so I got my team.
All right. So we already know that's out the way. We got the Raiders, Chiefs. If they're playing, if they don't play on Sunday, who we going with?
Tonight's game. All
right, so we'll do tonight's game. So let's do 5 games this week. This is a 5-game week right here. This can be a swing right here. This can be a big swing right here. I ain't even gonna cap. This can go either way. So let's start with tonight. We got let's go. We got the Ravens, not the Seahawks and Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals, Seahawks. I go first. I think I go first this week.
Yes, it is your work for your pick.
Okay.
This is rough.
I'm gonna go Seattle.
Go Seattle.
I'm gonna go off the strength of Russell Wilson has never lost 3 straight games in his career. Never. And they're at home. There's no real 12th man like how I was, but Russell Wilson has never lost 3 straight games in his career. And I don't think that starts tonight.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm going. I'm going off that strength. That's
right,
it.
Hopkins, you better steal one for me. All right. Because I gotta go with y'all. All right. Who's the next game?
That'll be you. Titans Ravens. Rematch. And we've talked about this game. Leading up to this game, kind of sort of.
They playing in Baltimore?
I believe it's, let me check. Let's make sure. Where is this at? Okay, right there. No, that's not it. Man, I don't want to scroll all the way down. Oh, okay, here we go. They are playing in Baltimore. Rematch.
This is rough.
It's the rematch, chump. You think I'm gonna let you hit my little brother and get away with it?
This is rough. Because it can go either way. I think this is the game Lamar Jack have to put his team on the back and get it dub this week. I think they have to do it. I feel like Tennessee is going to go in there looking to try to go crazy because they got their butt demolished at home. So it's not going to be an easy game, not even a little bit. But I think Lamar Jackson has to get over this hump of he got to. So I'm going with the brother. I'm going with him. It's going to be a tough game, but I got Baltimore.
I like it. I mean, it's going to be a tough one. When you look at both teams, they both came off tough losses. Both got a lot to prove. And both teams got beat in their style. Yeah. Just physical. Just got beat up. So this one will come down to who about that life a little more than other.
All right. Who else we got? Indiana and
Packers and the Colts in Indiana.
Okay.
Indianapolis. This is tough.
This is tough.
This is tough for me.
I don't know what. This is rough. My heart says go with the Green Bay Packers, but my mind's telling me that defense is going to make it tough for Aaron Rodgers and Indy. I'm going to go Colts, man. And if they don't win, it'd be okay. I'm going with the Colts. I think the Colts, if they don't put it in Phillip Rivers' hands, they got a chance to win. Trust their running game, trust those running backs, and play defense. And I'm going with the Colts at home.
I honestly would have picked the Colts too, because I feel like the Colts run game, the Packers defense is not that good. Like, we just call it what it is. So I mean, I got to roll with the Pack. Go Pack, go. Get to be a cheesehead this weekend, and that's kind of how we're gonna rock that. And so then you already know, man, you got the Chiefs Raiders. We're gonna rock with my squad.
Mm-hmm.
Rams Buccaneers Monday night on me.
This is rough. And they playing in Tampa Bay?
In Tampa.
Man, this is probably going to be one of the toughest weeks ever.
Yeah, we're gonna be really watching some football this week.
Yeah. For real.
I'm gonna go TB12, man. I'm gonna go TB12. Parts of me really think the Rams could pull off the upset, though. But
I don't know. The way that Tampa Bay turned on that defense at home against Carolina, that's tough. And Tom Brady's starting to click. They starting to get that running game going. And I don't think their
defense is good though,
but their offense is trash. So that's where after a while, when you play against look, when the Rams play against good defenses, they struggle. Okay, they struggle. Seattle defense is not that good. We know that, and that game was a little bit close, and they only put up 23. So I think the Rams may lose, but I got to go with them. I got to go with LA. And we're going with the Rams, and then hopefully they get it done for me, man. I need them to win because, we could have matched up even. This is a big week right here. This is a 5-game week. Anybody can go 5-0, 3-2, 1-4. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to start tonight. And so, Arizona, I need you. Kyler Murray, I need you early, okay?
Hey, Arizona didn't hurt and broke your heart twice.
They did.
The Seattle one, they didn't took from you. And this Bills one, they didn't took from you.
Now, if they don't give me one, I swear, I ain't rocking with Arizona ever again. I don't give a damn. I don't care if they playing the Bears. I'm not picking them. I don't care. I don't care.
They got to give you one since they didn't took two.
You took two out of my heart, all right? I needs me one. Or whatever the case may be. But I got a funny feeling that Seattle should get dubbed. They playing at home. I don't know what Arizona you're going to get. When you play on a game like that, and it's a high intensity game, it's hard to get that intensity. So we'll see how it goes in the first half. This is going to determine how my week going to go, though. I'll tell you that. It's always the first game that gets you right. But we shall see. Y'all let us know in the comments below who y'all got winning this week. What you got to say before we get up out of here, Coach?
Raider Nation, we got to stand up this week, baby. This is what it's about, man. This is what it's about. Beating the Chiefs will be big because then we get them sorry, dirty bird Falcons the following week. So it just leads into just good energy heading into Atlanta the following week. So we gonna walk into Atlanta, go head into Magic City Saturday night, get some wings.
Don't do that.
Beat them Sunday, and then we back on the plane, baby, heading to Vegas, baby. That's how we gonna do it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't lose two straight, because it's a possibility you could. And that may be your playoffs. We may spoil. You know we good at what we do, spoiling playoffs. If we ain't going, and if it's looking like we ain't gonna go, we spoil playoffs. And so don't walk in our city think it's gonna be sweet. Ain't nothing sweet over here. Ain't nothing sweet over here. We are 4-1. We should be 5-0. Technically, should be 5-0 with my man. All right. So we're gonna find out. You got to get by this week. We got to get by the Saints. It's gonna be a tough game. That's a division game. But y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. We about to get up out of here, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Always remember to talk that talk. We see y'all next week. Peace.